For each of the 52 scripts, we bring together the scriptwriters, designers, storyboard artists, director, producers, and Rowan Atkinson to discuss all the elements that go into making the animated Mr. Bean.
So let's start. Should we start with the designs? She's called Roxy, isn't she now? And we should be getting a new version. It's still a rough version of the song, which Howard's recorded.
Okay, so we start on a close-up of Roxy, which is part of the main poster, whatever the final design is decided at. Okay, so we go back to the jaw drop in 250.
Yeah, I think exactly. He's absolutely frozen.
Yeah.
247, 250, 251, 252. It's just the same. And then he just falls out.
Right. No twitch.
No twitch.
I've got.
Oh, I see.
It's like twitch and then over backwards.
No, I think it's funny. No.
Straight over. Okay.
Does he close his eyes before he falls backwards? Technique.
No.
Would it be in character for him to close his eyes before he falls backwards? No. Just sort of.
Just roll slightly.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It could I could just make him, stiff as a board, basically.
Yeah, I think it's funnier if he doesn't close his eyes.
The bodyguard in close-up recognises him and scowls. We wipe to a corridor. Bodyguard marches Bean into the centre. I think he's got to stop in some way or do some kind of action.
Oh, I see.
It's almost turning the spotlight.
Well, I just finished.
Yes, that's what I was thinking, is that the spotlight goes down on him.
Or maybe he could just start sweeping again. Maybe he could just look at the thing and then go, sigh, start sweeping.
Well, shouldn't he look up? He should turn and look up the door.
Yeah, there should be some sort of introduction to her.
Yeah.
He is dreaming of Roxy, definitely.
Yes.
So if he did that, I just don't think he should be held doing that. I think he should then...
I think he
Can't
should
we
put it
pan- can't we
upright
pan up
and
from it?
lean on... I think he
Just
should
like
put the
that.
broom upright, put his hands on top of the broom,
Dreaming.
and, do that kind of dream,
If only.
and you kind of drift into him and it flares, or whatever beautiful way you want to go
The
into
spotlight,
the
I
image.
think, will maybe come down as we start travelling up and then... It's on there.
Sorry, you say it's a broom rather than a mop?
Yes. And only to. I mean, actually, here it doesn't matter. I mean, here it could be the nearest thing, to hand for Bean, and the hairstyle thing is a nice.
Very good indeed.
Well, it's getting there. I still think we can do one more, but...
I mean, I would love to hear the phrase "Where have you been?" more often. Actually, I mean, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Because I feel as though that to me possibly should be at least the perceived title of the song. I mean, we don't have to change the lyric much if at all. At the end there, my funny man, where have you been all my life? Where have you been should be the last line that she sings. You know what I mean? And where have you been? Maybe instead of that all my life as well after the second verse. And also somehow actually the way the music is phrased and also the way she's singing it, she doesn't put much emphasis on been. It's almost a bit of a down moment. Where have you been? She's singing, whereas you feel, where have you been? And so he can pick up on that. I feel as though, exactly, to really...
We probably underplayed it a bit for that very reason of not going, it's a song for him.
Yeah.
But we can push that more.
That was 20 onwards.
That's what I did. It could be on a spin, then it goes.
And then sing
as it were, lift her up in the air and then spin her.
And catch her down here.
Yeah, and then
And then remember the time. That's a very funny idea.
Okay, thank you. And again.
The legs are unique.
The first stage of the process was to get the scripts, and then to get the storyboards based on the scripts, which are drawn up by the artists at Richard Purdham's, and then we would record to the storyboards, and it was actually with Rowan. The sessions would be going through small sections, and him actually having done some live action film stuff for the animators. He would then come in and record to the storyboard in short sections, which would then give us Mr. Bean's reactions and actions and noises for the scenes in question.
And you imagine that you hear her singing "Where Have You Been" twice again from under the stage, and almost nostalgically I think, oh, Bean, and then dancing with the broom underneath the stage, only to be confronted by a horrific clown-like prop, which makes you jump, fall into a pile of boxes, and then a mother goose hen lands on your head, and you blindly stagger around and press a lever.
Right, okay.
Rolling.
26A autograph panels 323 to 334. Take one.
Bean.
Very good.
Terrific.
Once we produced the storyboard and the designs and everything in terms of our side of things, we would send Varga, the production studio on Mr. Bean, we would send them a large box full of all the reference material that they would need, and it was something rather like this, and in it would be essentially the Bible for that particular episode, and they'd receive a storyboard, a very detailed storyboard with dialogue and any particular notes that they might need. We would film the storyboard, and over it, with the help of Dick Purdham and Rowan Atkinson, who would do the voices himself, we would just do a rough read of the dialogue over the frozen still storyboard drawings. This helps us to time out the action and give a guide to Varga.
My job is I get given keyframes and I have to sort of create a mood and the colour basically. Choose the colour for each keyframe. I'd use various things for this. Is the interior of an apartment store, so we wanted a sort of 70s sort of John Lewis feel to it. So we've got a 70s, well actually 60s, 70s sort of feel. And Dave, the main designer, sort of liked all of these colours, so we've basically created a sort of feeling around that, really.
Here, the series director meets with Claudia Lloyd to discuss any problems in translating the story into animation.
Only because whenever he brings his hand to his mouth, he feels like he's thinking. And this should be...
For every scene, the studio will produce one of these folders containing all the Bean drawings, backgrounds, props and anything else vital to that scene. On average, there are 170 scenes per film. In total, over the 52 films produced, they'll have over 8,000 folders containing more than 6 million individual drawings.
Like that?
Yeah, I know.
Backstage.
I know.
Yeah.
I watch the whole thing through in one go without stopping. And then when I've done that, I then go through it in tiny bursts, going through it little minute by minute by minute by minute. I make a list, an enormous list from start to finish of everything that happens in it that I think I might have to respond to. So, you know, he walks out the door there, his hands move across there, from there to there, and I know then exactly where in time that's happening. Well, always the music isn't loud enough. Every single time.
I think so too.
It should always be louder.
Stay by my side, where have you been? My funny man, why did you hide? Where have you been? I learned my love was great. Each night I pray that I could meet someone.
Well, it's not always emotional. Sometimes it is just diddle.
No, oh God, no.
What's happened is Mr. Bean has appeared on stage next to this singer, and she has stopped singing, and the band sort of, when they realise what's happening, are stopping. By the second beat of the next bar, no one should still be making any noise.
My friend, lift up your eyes.
It's absolutely got to be the same as she does it on the picture. You actually used the one where she broke down. I think you're right.
Well, I can still slot that line in.
Yeah, so you can. That's the accompaniment. You can just fit the accompaniment to her.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good.
My funny man, lift up your eyes. Where
Okay, yeah, it's 35 for his first step. Then he walks off, yeah, just a few steps there. Okay. Here we go. The Foley track would be the lads would be actually having a real broom, and when Bean is dancing with the broom or it drops, you will hear someone actually dropping a broom, or you will hear real cardboard boxes dropping when he accidentally bangs into a pile of stuff.
These lovely ones here. And then get wickets as well.
We had kind of two areas going on where the sound was being developed. We had Fitzrovia, where the Foley was being done, and very skilled business of putting in sound effects to match the action. And then I'm going away, and on another location, I'm actually trying to make the big set piece effects.
By the time she says Roxy, sorry, by the time she says Roxy, they're at your low level.
Basically, we go through and for each particular scene and make sure Bean's working and in sync. Then I'll go through and mix the dialogues, Bean's dialogue with all the secondary dialogues, and then basically once we've got that sorted out, then we'll go through and fit the effects and mix those in with the music.
Stay back. Good night.
Wait a minute. Well.
Sounds like a jazz band unless it's up appreciably. Tune up, applause, show.
Yeah.
That would be logical. Yep.
Funny man, stayed by my side. Where have you been? My funny man. My world was grey, each night I'd pray. My funny man, lift up your eyes. Where have you been?